The clock ticks louder in an empty house, doesn't it? It's 2 a.m., and I'm sitting in a room that used to hum with laughter, voices of friends who filled it with life. Now, it's just me, a flickering lamp, and a photo on the wall. A snapshot of a barbecue from years ago, faces smiling, arms around each other. But where are they now? The kids moved out, the office went quiet after retirement, and somehow, those friends, they slipped away like ghosts. I found a journal in a drawer tonight, one I hadn't touched in years. Its pages held names, promises, plans we swore we'd keep. But there's a secret here, one they don't want you to know. The emptiness you feel isn't your fault. It's part of a design, ready to uncover why your friendships faded, and how to fight back. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and drop a comment below. Tell me you're ready to see what's been hidden from you. You've felt it, haven't you? That slow, creeping silence that settles in after the kids pack their bags and leave for their own lives, or after you hand in your badge and walk away from the job that defined you for decades. The phone stops ringing. The invitations dry up. Friends you thought were family start to feel like strangers. It's not just loneliness, it's a hollow ache, like a piece of you has gone missing. You're not imagining it. This isn't just life moving on, it's a pattern, a hidden force that pulls people apart when you're most vulnerable. The world doesn't talk about this, but I will. The truth is, society isn't built to keep your friendships alive past a certain age, it's built to let them die. Let me tell you about Helen, a 68-year-old I met at a community center in Texas. She'd raised 3 kids, hosted countless dinner parties, and had a circle of friends she thought would last forever. But when her youngest left for college, the calls slowed. Her friends, once so close, were caught up in their own lives. Grandkids, travel, or just distance. She told me, I thought we'd grow old together, sipping coffee, sharing stories. But now, I'm lucky if I get a text on my birthday. Then there's Tom, 73, who retired after 40 years at a factory. His work buddies promised to stay in touch, golf games, beers on Fridays. But within a year, he was eating dinner alone, watching reruns, wondering what he'd done wrong. These stories aren't accidents. They're the result of a system that thrives on isolation. Here's the secret they don't want you to know. Friendships don't just fade, they're starved. Life's big transitions, like empty nests or retirement, aren't just personal changes. They're pressure points where society lets you slip through the cracks. Think about it. When you were raising kids, you had playdates, school events, a shared purpose that tied you to others. At work, you had coffee breaks, projects, gossip by the water cooler. But when those structures vanish, nothing replaces them. No one tells you that keeping friends takes more than good intentions. It takes fighting against a world that makes it easy to drift apart. The system counts on you being too tired, too busy, or too heartbroken to notice. But once you see it, you can change it. Let's dig deeper into why this happens. It's not just that people get busy, it's that the world is designed to pull you apart. After the kids leave, you lose the daily rhythm of carpools and soccer games that kept you connected to other parents. After retirement, you lose the office banter, the shared complaints about Monday mornings. These aren't just moments, they're glue. Without them, friendships fray. And society doesn't care. There are no community centers begging you to join, no apps designed for 60-year-olds to find their tribe, no cultural script that says, your friendships matter as much at 70 as they did at 30. Instead, you're sold a lie, that isolation is normal, that it's just aging. But it's not. It's a setup. I talked to Diane, 62, who described it like a fog settling over her life. After her kids moved out, she tried calling old friends, but they were always busy. She felt like she was chasing shadows. I started wondering if I was the problem, she said. Was I boring? Had I changed? No, Diane. The problem isn't you. It's a world that doesn't make space for connection when you're no longer useful to its machine. Retirement, empty nests. They strip away the roles that tied you to others, and no one warns you how hard you'll have to fight to keep those bonds alive. The system wants you quiet, alone, distracted by TV or endless doctor's appointments. Because when you're isolated, you're easier to control, less likely to question, to push back, to demand more. But here's the truth they're hiding. You can fight this. You can rebuild, reclaim, and protect your friendships. The first way is to reach out first, relentlessly. Don't wait for the phone to ring. Pick it up. Call that friend you haven't spoken to in years. Send a text, a letter, an invite for coffee. I know it's scary. I know rejection stings. But every connection you've ever had started with someone taking a chance. Be that someone again. I met a man named George, 75, who started calling one old friend a week after his wife passed. Half didn't answer, but the ones who did? They're now his weekly poker group. He said, I stopped waiting for them to remember me. I reminded them I'm still here. You can do that too. The second way is to create new rituals. The old ones, school pickups, office lunches, are gone, but you can build new ones. Start a book club, a walking group, a Sunday brunch. It doesn't have to be fancy, just consistent. I spoke to Margaret, 70, who started a memory night, where she and 3 friends meet monthly to share old photos and stories. It's like we're weaving our lives back together, she said. Those rituals become lifelines, threads that tie you to others when the world tries to pull you apart. Don't let distance or time stop you. Zoom works. So does a handwritten note. Make the effort, and you'll be surprised who shows up. Now, let's talk about the third way. Seek out new connections. I know, it sounds daunting. Making friends at 60, 70, 80? It feels like starting over. But you're not a kid on a playground. You're wiser, richer in stories, and you know what matters. Join a class. Pottery, history, yoga, anything. Volunteer at a local shelter or library. Go to a community event, even if you're nervous. I met Clara, 80, who started attending a gardening club after her husband died. She didn't know a soul there, but now she's got friends who text her about roses and share her coffee breaks. I thought I was too old to start over, she said. Turns out, I was just getting started. There are people out there waiting to know you. Find them. The fourth way is to be vulnerable, but strategic. Share your story, your fears, your losses, your hopes. Not with everyone, but with those who've earned your trust. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's glue. When you open up, others do too. I talked to Ed, 65, who told his golf buddy about feeling lonely after retirement. That one conversation led to a weekly breakfast group with 4 other retirees. I thought they'd laugh, Ed said. But they got it. They were lonely too. The system wants you to hide your pain, to keep it together. Don't. Share it with the right people, and you'll find they're carrying the same weight. The fifth way is to protect your time and energy. Not every friendship is worth saving. Some people drift because they're meant to. Focus on those who lift you up, who show up when you call. I met Susan, 58, who realized her old friend group was more about gossip than connection. She let them go and poured her energy into 2 friends who truly cared. It was like pruning a tree, she said. The good branches grew stronger. Be ruthless about who gets your time. You're not 20. You know what real friendship feels like. Guard it like the treasure it is. You're still here, and that means you're ready to fight for the connections that matter. The emptiness you feel when friends fade isn't your fault. It's a world that profits from your isolation. But you're not powerless. Reach out first. Create rituals. Seek new faces. Share your truth. Protect your heart. These 5 ways aren't just tips. They're weapons in a war against a system that wants you alone. You've built a life of love, laughter, and meaning before. You can do it again. Start today. Pick up the phone. Knock on a door. Tell me in the comments, who's one person you're going to reach out to this week? Subscribe, like, and let's build a community that refuses to fade. The truth is out there, and so are your people.